The OPP labeled a fatal crash caused by an officer not serious misconduct, and the Superior Court of Ontario just threw out that decision. And they are asking the police to reinvestigate and examine whether or not the cop should be sent to a tribunal. This is a bit controversial, and once you hear the full details of the story, you'll understand why. Because yeah, on the surface, when you hear that a police officer caused the death of a citizen, it sounds wrong. It sounds like that should be investigated, and I originally thought the same thing. As the decision read, it will not be easily apparent to many people of the public how police misconduct causing death is not considered serious. At a minimum, there is a legitimate expectation in having this explained. And I agree with the courts there. The OPP should have done a better job explaining the situation. And at the end of the day, while I don't think the officer should be found guilty or should be punished in any way, like you'll understand once I explain the situation, the process still needs to happen. We still need to be accountable. The man in question was killed after he was crossing a street after midnight. He was out with a colleague and they were drinking. They decided to walk back to their motel and wore garbage bags because it was raining. Right off the bat, with the visibility there, there's no way that she would have normally seen him. He was also crossing against a red light. And while yes, she was speeding, I wouldn't say that she was speeding more than the average person would. And an investigation by the Office of the Independent Police Review found that there was reasonable grounds that she committed misconduct. The problem is that the OPP decided that it wasn't serious enough to warrant a formal misconduct hearing. And that's where this whole problem is coming from. I get where the OPP is coming from, because logically speaking, at the end of the day, it'll probably be found that she wasn't guilty of the misconduct that she is being accused of. Or at the very least, she won't receive a punishment that involves a demotion or something serious like that. But that doesn't mean the hearing shouldn't happen. It was still a serious thing that happened. Somebody died. What are your thoughts about all this? Leave it in the comments down below.